Okay, so just say you have reinstalled macOS into a MacBook Air or MacBook Pro or just regular MacBook, or you have installed a new solid state drive. Then you find that your battery life is terrible, particularly when you close the computer and it should be asleep and then hibernating. Ostensibly asleep or hibernating, you open your computer to find that half or more of the charge is gone after a day or two, which is quite alarming. And you think, what is going on? Now, a lot of people think this might be, processing the new OS, or it might be in your settings. And there's been a lot of talk about this on the forums. And I had a look around at various forums and so forth, and I did the usual things in Terminal to sort of see where we were. Hibernate mode 3, you could be hibernate mode 25. None of these should really cause your computer to lose charge ridiculous ways. You could change the parameters apparently for various settings in here, but before doing that, I thought, well, what's the most obvious thing it could be in the settings? So I recommend you do this. Go to Bluetooth in your settings, in your preferences, click on Advanced, and you will see that particularly if you set things up, if you set up a solid state drive in an enclosure externally to the MacBook, it won't default to MacBook type settings in these kind of settings. So that's what appears to have happened here. This is what it looked like for me. Now I don't need any of these things, and they're linked to the fact that the SSD was set up external to the computer, I believe. You need to make sure you untick allow Bluetooth devices to wake this computer. That's the one that is most likely using up all your battery time while while it is supposed to be asleep or hibernating. The Bluetooth is on that whole time. So I think that one is the killer, and if you deselect that, that will solve most of your problems, barring any other issue. Okay, these ones here you don't need either, because it's a MacBook, right? It's got its own keyboard and mouse. You don't need to have the computer go looking for one, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think, for what we're doing here. It wouldn't use up too much power because it will only wake up Bluetooth on startup, so you could probably leave those on. I'm going to turn them off just for the hell of it. Experiment with that if you like. Okay, so these are all deselected. Make sure you deselect the bottom one anyway if you want the result that I'm describing here. You shut that down, probably restart your computer, and without doing any of this, mucking about terminal business, you will probably find that if you let your computer go down to sleep and wake it up a day later, you have a significant amount of battery left instead of losing lots of battery time. Any comments below are welcome. I'm not an expert, it's just that this is what helped for me, and I hope it's helpful for you because I don't see it anywhere else out there on the net. There it is.